don't care. You're fired, Isaac. Get the hell out of here. Read my lips. Get lost. Oh, hi.
Hello.
Hi.
We've watched the entire second season. It was better than the first.
So you love our show?
We're talking about Star Wars, Clone Wars.
I mean, well, they're right. The second season was better than the first.
What about our show?
What's that called again?
James and Sunda?
Oh yeah, that show. Best medical drama on our network.
It's not a medical drama. It's a comedy show.
That's what we wanted to talk to you about. It should be a comedy show. Should add some comedy to the medical stuff.
There's no medical stuff. It's all comedy.
Exactly. More comedy. If anybody can make being sick funny, it's you two. Remember, sick plus funny equals money. So tell the stars of your show. Those are our notes.
We are the stars of our show.
I'm James. She's Sunda.
Hello.
Then who's Bubby? Okay, we gotta go. Good luck with the new show.
It's our third season. It's not a new show.
Congratulations. That's wonderful. Come on, let's get some ice cream.
I think they like the show.
I think they like ice cream.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is still Sunda.
It's still Sunda, but my leg's not broken. I'm so happy to be back, and I'm so glad you guys are tuning in. We really do love your letters, and we love all of our fans. And James loved all the get well letters he got when he has gallbladder surgery.
Whoa, just jumping right to the gallbladder surgery.
Well, we should, because I didn't get those letters when my legs were broken. My leg was broken.
I got a lot of letters, but no one knows that I have my
okay,
gallbladder.
well,
oh, they can tell because I've lost 2.3 ounces.
Right, so that's why they can
better.
tell. So things have
are fitting me
changed.
better.
We've upgraded. He now is 2.3 ounces lighter.
Yes.
We have a whole new set. We have a whole new team. They're fantastic.
They're fantastic.
Great audience.
Our boy Michael Blair took these photos, right? Michael, and of course, when he took them, they were not silhouettes. This is just how they came out. Tremendous.
Are you trying to say I'm black?
Are you black?
Yeah, can't you tell?
Wait a minute, Sunda's black?
That's right, but I'm not doing windows. Listen, let's
Not
just get
doing
right
windows.
on what's
First of all, look, this is the beginning, the first episode of the third season.
which means we're not a repeat.
What
That's
you're watching
right.
right now is not a repeat.
It's not a rerun.
This
Tell
is
them, convince
actually
them.
happening right now. You may
Convince
think
them.
you've seen this, but
But
you
you
haven't
haven't.
seen this. This is real.
You haven't
It's
seen it.
happening right now. Of course, later today it'll be a repeat, and tomorrow it'll be a repeat, and the next day
But
it'll be a
just
repeat.
go along with it.
And it'll be a repeat
Just
for
go
probably
along
10 or
with it
20
and
years.
still love us,
Yeah.
because some things have not changed.
Sure.
James is still sicker than me most of the time.
As often as
My
I can
neighbor
be.
is upstairs. My neighbor upstairs has now heightened things to a new level. Am I right?
Well, you got to be careful with the Persian jokes that you make, Sunda, because we've got joining us on the program.
Did I say that my neighbor who walks on marble was a Persian?
No, you didn't say it, but everybody knows.
Well, they do know.
They
And
know.
John, the camera guy, was at my house. You know what he said?
John, the camera guy.
That's
this guy,
right, John, the camera guy.
First of all,
ladies
talk
and
about
gentlemen.
sick. He almost died.
He was sick.
He was sick.
Us. He outsicked us.
He
I mean,
outsicked
this
us,
was
yeah. Well, that's what
unbelievable.
happened. He got the whooping cough.
Right.
He got
Pertussis.
pertussis.
That's
You
my
broke
cousin's
your
name.
you
I
broke
broke
your
my
ankle
ankle.
and did the whole second season whacked out of her brain on painkillers.
Why are you saying that on
'Cause
camera when I
they need
wasn't
to
on
know.
painkillers?
They need to know. Advil, Tylenol.
Yeah,
No.
now I have no liver.
And then I went and got my gallbladder out, elective surgery, just to try to one up all of them.
Okay, why
And
should
then-
today be different than any other day? And then my neighbor did what?
Your neighbor. I
I
don't
have
know.
to get to this. I
Get
have
to
get
it.
this
They're
out.
waiting. It's
So
not a
this is
repeat.
what happened. So John's in my house and he says, "Who plays the tuba?" And I said, "What?" He says, "Who plays the tuba?" And I said, "No, that's my neighbor. She's dragging the furniture." That's the kind
How do you
of
know
sound
she's
we
not
have.
dragging a body?
We don't know if it's a body because guess what? Last week she was cooking and then she decided to go somewhere, locked the door, locked herself out. We're engulfed in smoke and everybody tells me that I'm making fun of her.
I think that she may actually be out to get you.
You think she's out to get? I think she's out to get me.
I mean, if I lived above you, who knows what I would act like.
Oh, she's out of control. She's out of her mind. And the music they're playing, I'm telling you, they're slaughtering goats. I can't take it anymore. I am so glad to be back here, guys.
Yeah, it's great to be back and not to be a repeat. We have a tremendous show.
A tremendous show.
We got Burt Ward.
Yes, we have James without being sick.
Me healthy. We've got your nemesis, Shiraza Day No Pesa Day.
That's right, and we're going to show James's scars.
We may show my scars. You could see these. Laparoscopic.
Want to show them?
Not right now. Maybe.
They're laparoscopic.
It's like a tease. You come back, maybe you'll see some scars.
But he didn't have a C-section, okay? That's all I'm saying.
So you have to minimize it. You got a thing, and then you get a baby out of it. They take out my gallbladder. It's like they give it to me. I go home and play with it, and it's going to grow up, and I'm going to have like a gallbladder.
Listen, it would say cottage.
You get a baby out of the C-section.
And then, what did you get?
I got nothing.
I got painkillers.
I did get painkillers.
Stay tuned.
This is true. We'll be right back.
What? You're gonna let yourself be kidnapped?
Straight ahead, the boy wonder is on a new mission. Holy canine, Batman! Burt Ward is coming up.
Well, would you convert to Judaism to get a toaster oven?
And James and Sunda try to recruit new Jews on Hollywood's Walk of Fame. James and Sunda continues. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at James and Sunda.
All right, welcome back, folks. So, during the off season, the executives here at JLTV told us that they thought our show was the best medical drama on the network.
And you know why?
Why is that?
Because you are the best medical patient out there.
And it's true. I did have my gallbladder removed during the off season, and what we found out was that Jews love to outsick one another.
That's true,
You know
because
what I mean?
I had a broken leg, so.
I went and got the gallbladder. John over here went and got the whooping cough, which is like a disease from the 1700s. I don't know how we picked that up. And I noticed...
He dates older women.
You think so? Much older. And I noticed when I would tell Jews that I had my gallbladder taken out, they would come over to me and they would say, what were you, in and out, laparoscopic? I was in the hospital for 6 months with pneumonia. What you had is nothing. You notice
That's true. I noticed that.
So I was constantly being outsicked.
And then I had an allergic reaction and you got upset.
Like a week after my surgery, she has an allergic reaction.
To Novocaine.
Novocaine. Novocaine.
And how big did my face blow up?
It's
still going down,
yeah,
right. Okay, so you should try it on your next date.
Anyway, so we realized that Jews love to play this game. We got a new sponsor for the show. We're very excited because we were out there playing Out Sick all over the place, and now we've got the home edition of Out Sick. There it is. Sponsoring the show this season. See if you could outsick one another. Drop dead and win.
Drop dead and win. Just
Over
don't forget
1,000 new diseases.
That's right. You know what I like?
Take a look.
It's for the whole mishpucha.
It is. It's for the whole mishpucha.
Are you a hypochondriac? Do you constantly need to be the center of attention? Are you a pill popper?
That I am, yeah.
Do you wish your mother-in-law's dog would just get run over?
Whoa,
I can't do the mother-in-law
who wrote
thing.
this?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Anyway, it's for ages
I
6
can't say
months
that.
and up, so everybody can play. 6 months and up.
Right. At 6 months, you have colic, and then it turns into
Yeah,
something else. Anything.
So it's just
It's
very
great.
exciting.
So you know what? Again, don't forget your sponsor, Outsick. And
Outsick.
remember, how do you win?
Drop dead.
There you go.
Drop dead and win. So yeah, so that's what we're finding. Jews love to outsick each other. Also, they wanted us to add more comedy to the show this year. I don't know if you got that note. They wanted the show to be
They should
more
be
comedy.
giving you that note.
Yeah. So we decided to take the show out of the studio, go out onto the streets.
And
right?
that was...
And that's what we're going to show you now. Kind of hopping around the town.
hopping around.
Here's Sunda and me out on Hollywood Boulevard.
Enjoy it.
All right, it's showtime. Sunda, can you get out?
Of course I can get out. If it wasn't for JLTV, I wouldn't be able to afford my transportation.
We're here on Hollywood Boulevard. We're going to interview the folks who come to Hollywood and see what they've got to say. You don't really find too many Jews on Hollywood Boulevard, you know that?
No. You have any Jews in Vietnam?
No.
You don't know, but they have French food, right? You like the French?
Yeah.
Like the French, hate the Jews. Thank you so much for being part of our show. So, yo, this brother over here, we're going to get him a yarmulke. You didn't even bring a yarmulke. It's a Saturday.
Yeah. Well, I don't
What kind of a Jew are you?
Shabbat Shalom. So he shouldn't be bringing him anything. You're supposed to be resting.
I am resting.
There you go.
I am resting.
He's resting. He does nothing. You can tell. So why are you guys taking pictures? To watch our show?
I'm actually taking pictures because I'm developing my own headshot business, and she's one of my models.
And this is one of your models, but you were aiming at her breast and not her head.
No, I was aiming at her head.
Everything from the neck up.
Everything. Remember to check the negatives.
Okay, we'll do. Absolutely.
There you go. I don't understand what you're doing. You can't carry a microphone.
This is very awkward for me. There's a lot of people. They're coughing. They're shaking my hand. They're getting very close. It's extremely, you know what I mean? I'm just saying. It's $20 for a star, but here's the thing. We don't just want our name on it, right? Can you add one more part of the star so it's got 6 points?
No.
You know what I mean? Like you just make it 6 points, and then you put our name.
No.
Maybe $25.
No.
26 bucks.
For the regular.
No, you take the 5 points, you add one more. You know what I mean? Okay, so you add the one more, and then you put the names, and we'll give you $27.
No.
$28.
No.
$29.
No.
She won't give us a star. I offered her more money.
5 points for $20.
You want a 6th point? You give us a 6th point.
He's trying to get a Jewish star.
You give us a 6th point and our names, and we'll give you $25.
No.
20 for the company, 5 for you.
If it was my company, I would have done it for you like that.
Can't do it.
I'm the only one in this group that's mixed. Are you mixed? We're looking for people who are 2 races. See, we find each other. We find each other. We understand each other. Wait, are you Amerasian? Or
Yes.
Yes.
Irish, Japanese.
He's Irish and Japanese. Look at us. We could have pretty babies, but you came around. We are here from JLTV, and we want to know that if we asked you to convert to Judaism to give you a toaster oven, would that be of interest?
No.
No. All right, we got to do better. Come over here. Stop being shy. You're going to have his babies. So if you do have children, they're going to be Asian, Irish, and
Japanese.
And what are you?
I'm white.
Okay, when they say they're white, that means they will kill you in a Klan meeting. I'll tell you that right now.
What does that one say? 22. What's that?
22?
What's 22?
It's kind of.
You do a Hispanic network. We do a Jewish network.
Oh, really?
Yes, are you Jewish?
Obviously.
Making a phone call. You clearly are very busy right now. Okay.
I lost my camera.
Oh my God, you lost your camera guy. Wow. What is that like?
Okay, wait. Here's our camera guy.
That's so depressing. I can't imagine if I lost my camera guy.
Look at my son I never had. Look at us. Does he look at my son? Or my boyfriend if I was Demi Moore? Smile. Hi, where are you from?
Australia.
Another Australian! You should have seen the ones over there. They don't like people like us.
Oh, don't they?
No, they don't like people like us. They were saying they never saw Jews before. Have you ever met a Jew before?
Yeah.
Have you ever met a Jew in Australia?
Yeah.
Are you scared of them?
Not really.
Not really, he said. Not really. What's your name? I'd like to speak like you, actually.
Riyadh.
Oh my God, he's so cute. Look at him, Brad.
That thing called where people lay flat and don't move and get their picture taken.
Planking.
Planking.
Oh, they banned it. It's illegal.
Why is that illegal?
Because it's too dangerous. If you call planking, you get a fine. So, yeah. Because I think
Wait a minute.
a few people died.
A few people died. They took it too far.
How do you die?
How do you die from lying flat?
A guy did it on the balcony and he fell from the 4th floor. So
Oh, you have to do it somewhere dangerous?
yeah.
You can't just
Do it on
right
moving
here on
cars
the
and
street?
stuff. No, you have to do it in
How does your mom feel about planking? You know what it is? We should know what it is. All mothers should
Have you
know.
ever done it? You've done it.
tried it once. Bathroom sink.
That's dangerous, the bathroom sink?
Pretty dangerous.
Because no one can see. You're not going to get fined. There's no cops in the bathroom sink. In public, have you done it? Where you might
Not in public, no.
That kind of guts, huh?
No.
So will you plank on?
How do I plank? Can you plank here?
Sorry, it's just as dangerous.
I want to try it. Show me what to do. Hold this.
It's Hollywood.
Can you show me how to plank? Okay.
Lie straight down on the floor and put your hands outside.
Fly out. Just
Yeah.
fall? You want me to fall down? I just got new teeth. I can't.
The kitchen sink.
You fall down? You can't do that.
You lie down and you just got to put your hands like this. Yeah. And just lie straight.
Now, do you fall or do you first?
You lie on the floor as if you're like sleeping, but your head has to stay straight, level with your body.
This isn't gutsy, right? No one would care. This isn't really planking, right? You've done it?
Yeah.
Where did you do it? You did it on a balcony?
Oh no, I tried it at university.
Where?
Across this rails.
Higher up rails?
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean, how high up? 10 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet?
I'm not sure how many feet.
Not that if you fell, you would have died?
It is 2 meters. But
excuse me.
Yeah.
Is that a lot? 2 meters?
2 meters is about this high.
So you wouldn't have died if you fell?
Nah.
Your tours, do they do any tours of famous Jewish stars?
Not that I'm aware of. We do a lot of celebrity homes, though. I don't know which celebrities are Jewish or not.
You can't tell which ones are Jewish?
I don't know the celebrities' like religion, so I don't.
And where are you from?
Originally Washington State.
There's a lot of serial murderers in Washington State, am I right?
I guess.
Right? Tell the truth.
Like Ted Bundy, yeah.
Yeah, Ted Bundy's one of my favorites. Dude, you're my hero. Where were you when my in-laws were after me? That's all I want to know. Do you think that there's any Jewish horror movies that are like out there that really need to be seen?
I don't know. That is a good question.
It is a good question. There's no Jews in horror films, and there should be.
I think there may have been 1 or 2, but I think they were victims.
They were victims, right? How many people know about Jewish life? Like, for example, would you convert to Judaism to get a toaster oven?
No.
What about?
You're Catholic. And they'll know we are Christians by our love, by our love. Yes, they'll know we are.
Yeah, if you will convert, we feed a child in Borough Park.
Really? My son thinks he's Jewish.
Your son thinks he's Jewish. The son thinks he's Jewish.
With his friend they're black Jews. The father is black and the mom is from Israel, so they're black.
So they're black.
And so my son walks around with the other boys with his yarmulke, and the dogs have their yarmulke on.
We're trying to find out if this dog is Jewish.
I have no idea if this dog is Jewish or not.
Have you checked?
Have I checked? No, I have not checked. And
Was he circumcised?
Was he circumcised? No.
Was the dog circumcised by a boy?
Well, not circumcised, but what is it called? Neutered.
He was neutered.
No, it's almost the same thing. It's almost the same thing.
Can we have a picture of you with them?
Yes, of course you can. All right.
I gotta tell you, that was very difficult for me that day because we were on Hollywood Boulevard. It's very crowded. People are walking around. Everybody we interviewed, they want to shake hands. They're coughing. They're sneezing. I don't know who they are, where they've been, what they're doing. You had no problem just talking to them, petting dogs. I don't know how you do it.
Because I knew that we were going to have Burt Ward on the show, and I thought it'd be a great idea.
I understand that, but it's just it's not like you can just keep going to a bathroom and wash. Just all those people and
But you have to do it, James. This is our job. We are
flu
people.
season.
We're people. It's flu season. John had pertussis. It's pertussis season. That's what it is.
I went and got a pertussis vaccine.
And then he got sick.
And then I got sick. Yeah,
and he got sick. Then all of a sudden,
you were in the hospital. He outsicked me.
Yeah, John was in the hospital. And how's your cramps?
I think I'm pregnant because I haven't had cramps in like 6 weeks.
Right, and your primary care physician is?
This is true. My primary care physician is a gynecologist.
Right.
She's an OB-GYN. It is my friend Jen, and she is a gynecologist.
Jen, we love you,
we
we really need some samples for him because I don't want him pregnant again.
I should be on the pill.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we have Burt Ward from TV's Batman. He played Robin. He's here today. We'll be right back.
Straight ahead.
Now that's comedy.
Those network executives are back with a critique of the first show of the season. You don't want to miss that.
Holy travel agent, Batman. Are you really going to Egypt?
Of course not, Robin. It's merely a clever stratagem I've worked out. I have a hunch King Tut will make another effort to kidnap Bruce Wayne.
I get it. And we'll foil him, huh?
All right, welcome back to the show. Our first guest. You'll remember him. He played Robin on TV's Batman. Burt Ward, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
We are so happy to have you here. I had a huge crush on you, but let's not tell my husband.
Well, you have excellent taste.
Oh, well, of course I do.
Had
Of
a
course
huge
I do.
crush?
Yeah, yes. I
It's
can't have
gone.
it anymore. It's gone. It's
see.
gone. He has a new love now.
The dogs.
Yes.
Well, I have a wife too.
Both. What has wife got to do with it? Hi there.
See, gentle giant. I thought this was food he had brought for you, Sunda.
Well, actually, you need it because it's a liver treat and you had a biopsy.
This is true.
Recently. He's always sick.
I am always sick.
He's always sick. But Bert, let me ask you this. First of all, I mean, you're an icon, you know that. And so there's so many people. It was interesting that we once did a Man on the Street interview, and so many people preferred playing Robin as opposed to playing Batman. We don't know why.
Well, I'll tell you why. There's a reason for it. When I was doing Batman, most of the people that were the biggest fans were the children. Of course, you know, and now those children are adults and they have their kids and they're watching Batman. But for children watching Batman, they saw Batman, they saw Robin, and they looked at the size of Batman. They said, well, I'm not Batman, but gee, I could be Robin. I could ride with Batman in the Batmobile, and I could do all the things that he does, you know, that Robin does. So that there was a very good match there for kids. They actually felt safer and more comfortable playing, role playing my character.
You still have access to the Batmobile, right?
Oh, sure, absolutely.
I'm serious?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Oh, please.
Yeah, absolutely. No. Yeah, the Batmobile is the most famous car in the world, actually. Did you know that? And that I bring it with me to personal appearances. I go out
this is a personal appearance.
Yeah, well, I go out and I sign.
How did you get it? How did you get possession of the Batmobile?
Well, it's not that I have possession. I have very close friends who own. There's a few Batmobiles, and I know the people that own them, and of course they're big Batman fans. They grew up on Batman. That's why they bought a Batmobile.
Oh my God, obsessed with Batman. Was there a backseat?
No, there's no backseat.
Right.
Robin was supposed to be very athletic, right? Were you athletic?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was a black belt in karate. I was an athlete my whole life, and when I tried out for the part, there was 1,100 young actors that tried out for the role, and when I got the role, I was told, I said, you know, Bert, the reason we're picking you to play the part of Robin is because in our minds, if there was a real Robin, you would be it. So we don't want you to, quote, do any acting. We want you to really just be yourself and be enthusiastic, and that's exactly what I did, and that's what they wanted.
You did it well. I mean, you had to be tired. You did a lot of physical stuff.
Oh yeah, well, and it was a very dangerous show to make.
Had to be.
Yeah.
It's like today's Spider-Man.
Nobody
Nobody
lives.
lives.
Fighting and falling.
Well, you know, the fighting was actually very easy for me, being a black belt in karate, but what wasn't easy was dealing with the explosions and the fireworks that didn't go in the right direction and things that, you know, unexpected, you know, things like gas and stuff that, I mean, all kinds of really dangerous things that I ended up in the emergency ward.
You were in the emergency ward?
Oh, it took 5 days to make each half-hour show. We did 120. Of the first 5 days, I was in the emergency hospital for the first 5 days. And I'm not an accident-prone person, but I mean, it was just an incredibly dangerous show. I'll give you an example.
What was your worst injury? I mean,
there's too many, hundreds of them. But let me just tell you, day one, I'm in the costume, and they say, Bert, okay, you need to go over and sit in the Batmobile. This is at Bronson Canyon in Hollywood, where we're going to film coming out of the Batcave. You know, Batmobile speeds out, makes a sharp left turn, the dust comes up, and, you know, okay. So I get in the Batmobile, and there's somebody in a Batman costume, but it's not Adam West. And I'm wondering, who is this guy? And I say, excuse me, who are you? He says, my name is Hubie. And I said, oh, well, why are you in a Batman costume? He says, because I'm a stuntman. I said, really? Well, what are you doing here? He said, well, it's a very dangerous stunt, and they've hired me to do it. Oh, okay. Well, I thought for a minute, I said, well, wait a minute, do I have a stuntman?
What about me?
Yeah, he says, yeah, you do. And I said, well, where's he? Oh, he's over having coffee with Adam West. I said, well, wait a minute. Whoa, wait a minute. And I call over the assistant director, and he comes over, and his name is Ruben. I said, hey, Ruben, I think there's a mistake here. I mean, I'm supposed to be, over there having coffee. This is supposed to be a dangerous shot. He said, we know it is. I said, but why don't you use my stuntman? He says, because he doesn't look like you.
Oh, my God. I got to hear more of this.
Well, wait a minute. If he doesn't look like me, why did you hire? We couldn't find anybody that looked like you. You know, I mean,
you got to admit, you were pretty irreplaceable.
We got to take a break. We'll come back. We'll see if any one of us can get injured. We'll be right back. Joining us is actor Burt Ward, who clearly in the last segment outsicked us all, going to the emergency room 4 times in 1 week. Tremendous. And speaking of sick, you are making giant dogs healthy. Is that correct?
Well, I'm doing a lot more than that. For the last 18 years, my wife and I operate the largest giant breed dog rescue in the world. It's called Gentle Giants. And we have actually dogs from 2 pounds up to 300 pounds. And what's really important is the fact that during the last 17 years, through the technology that we've developed, we have found a way to double the lifespan of dogs. And that's a really huge thing because many of your viewers have dogs.
Yes.
And I'm sure every one of them would like their loving pet to be able to live twice as long. Okay, and not spend all the money that they end up spending when the dog gets older with veterinarians trying to get their dog well when they can't get well once they really get downhill, if you know what I mean. So what we found is real quickly, basically there's 3 things that you can do to double the lifespan of your dog. It's how you care for your dog, how you feed your dog, and what you feed your dog. And we've developed this technology, and it's all on our website, which is www.gentlegiantsrescue.com. And caring for your dog, for example, 2 things right off the bat. Every dog should be spayed or neutered. People say, oh, that's to avoid unwanted puppies. No, not at all. The problem is that cancer is the #1 killer of dogs. And 85% of all cancer in dogs originates in the reproductive organs. An early spay or neuter alone can add years to your dog's life. Secondly, all dogs should live in a house. People say, no, they need fresh air. They're out during the day. They come in at night. I said, no. In the wild, coyotes and wolves, they live in their dens all the time except when they go to the bathroom or to hunt for food. So that's part of the care. How you feed your dogs. We feed our dogs 5 times a day. People say, well, why would you feed 5 times a day? I say, ask your doctor. Are you better off? I say, you go to your doctor and say, am I better off eating 1 or 2 big meals a day or 4 or 5 smaller meals? Now you take an animal who is not near as sophisticated in design as a human being, it's much more important. And lastly, we make a food called Gentle Giants, world-class canine cuisine. Unlike any dog food in the world, it's the only dog food, in my opinion, that can double the lifespan of your dogs. Why? Because it's different. There's very low fat content. If you look on, if any of your viewers look on the bag, whatever they've bought, it's going to say 12% or more fat content. What that fat is doing, building up in their arteries. And on the outside of the food, if you ever feel dog food, it's greasy. You know why? Because manufacturers know that dogs don't like the taste of dog food. So after they make it, they spray lard on it. That's that white stuff you see on a steak the next day you would never eat. It's coating their arteries. What's different about our food is we don't have all that fat on the inside, and we have none of it on the outside. And we actually flush the arteries of dogs so that all of a sudden now the blood is flowing. Within 3 to 4 weeks, people say, I have a different dog.
And where's this available? Where can we buy this?
Well, here in California, we're in 650 stores. We're in Ralph's, Stater Brothers, Gelson's in Southern California, Save Mart and Lucky's in Northern California. And we just went into our first Walmart. So if any of your viewers have Walmarts in their area, go in and say, hey, I want Gentle Giants. Call the home office.
What about New York? You have to go to Whiskers.
Well, right now, we're mail order all throughout the country. But this year, we're hoping to be all across the country. And what we've done, because we're a charity, our food, which would normally be priced at $2 a pound, is 93 cents a pound because we actually don't make anything on it. And it's all about life. We don't measure our success with how much dog food we sell. We measure our success with how long dogs are living. And in the case of Great Danes, they normally live 7 to 9 years. Ours are all living 14 to 18 years.
That's a very long time.
We lost one last year at 21 years of age.
21? That's unheard of.
Maybe we should start eating it.
What can it do for us?
Well, actually, you don't have to eat this, but it has everything that you should eat as a human being.
Glucosamine?
We have glucosamine, chondroitin, prebiotics, probiotics. It's all natural, okay? There's no chemicals. It's preserved with vitamin E, chicken, fish, eggs, 9 vegetables, 3 fruits. It's everything that a human should have, and look how long humans live. Look how long our dogs live such short lives. What we did, we've humanized how we care for them, but we've done it mathematically and nutritionally correct.
Wow, you know what? I'm going to tell you something. I want him to sign my wall. You're going to be the first person
we'd like you to
sign this wall.
To sign our wall.
Would you do that?
Great, absolutely.
We thank you for joining us, Burt Ward, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't forget, Gentle Giants. Keep your dog around for a long time. I lost my dog.
You feed him yourself. They can keep us all going.
Because he's the one that's sick. Thank you for coming.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you very much. I'll go sign it. Absolutely.
All right.
Anywhere on this wall, is that correct?
Let him choose. Where's the producer here? Mr. Bernie?
We lost our producer. That's okay. Burt Ward, thank you very much.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
All right.
right, we will be right back.
Don't you go in that Batmobile without us.
We got Sunda's nemesis coming up on the show. Should be very interesting.
Can you say the name?
Shirazadeh no Payzadeh.
Not
You don't want to miss this.
Be sure to like us on Facebook. Search The James and Sunda Show.
All right, joining us now on the program, we have a leader of the Persian community, Shirazadeh no Payzadeh. I say that right?
Yes, thank you.
All right,
Thank you so much for having me back.
Of course, yeah. Mrs. No Payzadeh was on the show last season. She was furious with Sunda, and now she's taken her grievances with the show to a whole new level as you filed a restraining order against Sunda and a cease and desist order against the show.
Exactly. The first thing I want to say to you is I want to thank you for accommodating me this time with tea. The last time they had coffee, and that's something that's not acceptable in the Persian community.
Tremendous amount of lipstick on that cup.
Is that a problem?
No, I'm just saying it's
I wanted to be ready for the show. No. So the last time I was here, we were talking about Sunda. Yes. She made complaints. She made lie on me again. Okay.
Right. So she makes jokes. You call them lies. They're just jokes.
These are not jokes. They're hurtful, and they give us a portrayal of Persian women that is not true.
So she makes jokes about, say, how the Persian community, they always change their minds at the last minute. You know, they make a deal and then they kind of back out of it. Is that true? Is that a good joke? Is that comedy there? What's going on?
No, this is so funny. My friend sent me a joke. No, okay. I want to, what was that question again?
Well, I was asking some of the things Sunda has said. Like, for example, she's got a joke.
I can tell you what Sunda has said, okay?
You tell me what Sunda has said.
I will tell you. She make joke about our food, Tahdig, that she lost a tooth on Tahdig.
But a lot of people have lost their teeth on Tahdig, no?
Well, because they don't know how to eat it. This is a Persian.
How do you eat it?
You have to make the Tahdig, you burn the rice, you burn potato, then you put the gravy on the top. If she break tooth, it's probably because her American way from being where she is from, with her terrible accent from New Jersey, that she break tooth.
So is that Persian cooking basically, just burning things?
Are you trying to
because Sunda has the joke about how they burnt it and then they fed it to the people and then they were like, we better just say this is how we make it.
Well, let's just put it this way, okay? Yeah. The Persian community has been kind to her. They have invited her. They have given her Tahdig and have exposed her to things that she would have never seen before.
They have invited her.
Yes, they have.
Where?
They have invited her. She's been to Shabbat dinners with people, and then she fell down one time because there was hummus on the floor. It was accident, and she fell down, and she said, "Oh my God, my leg," because it's marble. When I think really in her heart is larceny because she wants to sue because husband's a lawyer.
Now I've been to some Persian homes, and to me they just look like casinos. You know.
Well, I can't help that. You know, sometimes there's different places where we come from. Perhaps maybe you were not exposed to beauty when you grew up.
Perhaps I wasn't.
And marble's beautiful. It's a beautiful stone. I want to say something else about this show. Yes.
Say it to everybody.
This is what I'd like to say. What I'd like to say is I want to dispel the rumor.
Right over there, Mrs. Nopez.
I want to dispel the rumors about the Persian women. We are not, how you say, high-end. Expensive,
I don't say high.
Things like that is not nice, okay? Because it makes people think that we don't give our time. I give my time.
Where do you give your time?
I give my time to PTA.
To PTA?
Right.
You think that's charity work?
Well, it's a Persian Teachers Association.
You have children in the,
okay?
Oh, really?
Yes, that's right.
I see.
And I work with Jala, Shala, and Shala, and so we have a very good time. You know, we help the children, and people say, oh, the Persian women, they always come late because they're putting on makeup. No, because we're doing things to help other people.
Why? There's a big thing. Like I did a Persian gig, and they told me to be there at 8 o'clock, and it didn't start till 10.
That's fallacy. Okay, that we're not on time. Okay, that's the other thing. Persian women are not on time. Persian women go shopping, return everything. These are not true.
Now, what is that about? Because Sunda's got the joke that you guys buy the clothes, you wear the clothes over and over again, and then you return them. You don't take the tags off.
We have the right. This is America, okay? This is not like before the revolution.
No.
If I buy something I don't like, after a few times, it's my right, my choice, okay, to return it. I don't like it. I've worn this a few times. I've given them my money. Now it's time to give me back my money. This is my right.
You're just getting your money back. It's like it's the Persian. It's the American way, not the Persian way.
No, this has nothing to do with Persian way. This is America. This is free. Okay.
So, is it possible you return this?
I don't. Why would I want to return my clothes?
Because you say you wore them, it's your right.
I'm just saying it's not like every time somebody's going to return something. You know, it's not this kind of thing.
I see. Okay.
The other thing that she said I don't like her saying things about how we get the children to school late and we talk all the time and we drink tea all the time. Now, that's not true.
Well, listen, Mrs. Nopezade, I should tell you, I have a master's degree in clinical psychology, okay? And just from talking to you, I think your focus on Sunda is a bit excessive.
Because you make lie on my cousin who live upstairs from her, okay?
Oh, the
I
neighbor?
always say the neighbor, right? She
The one who
always
makes the
say,
noise?
my neighbor, let me tell you about my cousin.
I've been there, I've heard the noise at all.
That's not noise,
What is
okay? Because she's not allowed to walk.
It sounds like
she can walk, okay?
Sounds like she's torturing someone.
Well, you know, now you're making joke, and I came here on this show not to be made fun of,
You're
okay?
right, I'm sorry.
Because I'll be very honest with you. I have a lot of friends who are American, and they know about Sunda making joke and lie on my cousin, okay? She wears heels because she's allowed to, okay?
But she says she has carpets and it's all marble.
So, well, it's fine she has marble. She's entitled to have marble. Let's just get down, okay? You play devil acrobat for 1 minute.
I would love
okay?
to.
And you
I was
tell
born
me
for that role.
how you would feel with this woman make joke on Tadik, on the things we do, those kind of things.
Well,
You tell me how you think you would feel about this.
Here's the thing, we're kind of out of time, all right? And I know you're very upset, so why don't, we'll go to a commercial and we'll talk after that, during the commercial. Maybe I can give you some free therapy sessions and try to help you get through this.
You give me discount?
I'll give you big discount.
On
yes.
the free?
On the free.
You make not making
It'll be like you'll get paid to come to the sessions.
Okay.
All right?
Okay,
You'll
I'll
get
pay.
paid.
Okay.
All right, we'll be right back.
Next week.
My mother's black, my dad's a Jew, but that was never good enough for you.
They're world famous as the Jewish Sonny and Cher, and they're spreading their Jewish agenda.
Babe.
I'm a Jew, babe.
She's a Jew, babe.
Go ahead, email your comments to us at jamesandsunda@gmail.com.
Well, Sunda, you have really pissed off Shirazadeh Nopezade, I gotta tell you.
I don't know why, though. She should just be more understanding.
But you're putting the show in jeopardy. Now I gotta give her free therapy sessions because I gotta try to save the show. She's got cease and desist order, restraining order. I don't know what you're doing. I've
Look,
seen her act, and
it's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
It's not
No,
that.
not.
She's too sensitive. She's ultra sensitive. She should return her feelings.
Well, she should return her feelings. Now, during the break, Sunda and I we met with the executives here at the network again to get some feedback on what we've been doing so far, and we taped it to show you, see if you agree with them, which we're trying. We're trying hard to fix the show.
Yeah.
What the hell was that? Seriously, what the hell was that?
What the hell was what?
What the hell were you two doing out there?
That's our show.
That was not a show.
We've been doing that for 3 years now.
That is comedy. See, you two can be funny.
So you guys have never watched the show?
I will make sure we never rerun that. What about a cooking show? Can you guys cook?
I can't believe you guys have never seen the show. This is crazy.
Get over that, Brad.
Okay, I'm not Brad. That's a different show.
Oh my God, they think you're Brad Pomerantz. You're just not that handsome.
You know what? They think you're Bubby.
She's not Bubby! I'm leaving.
See, they don't get it. They don't get the show. That's the problem. They don't get the show.
No, it's not that they don't get the show. I think that they have a different vision of what they want.
Now, how come you don't fight with them? How come you don't get angry with them? Because, you're always...
I need my job.
You need your job.
Yeah, I'm not going to fight with the executives. Listen, obviously they're big shots in the business, so I'm not dealing with that. I'm not going to...
Because I got to tell you, Sunda, she'll fight you. She will fight you. When we were out on Hollywood Boulevard, I was scared for my life because she was picking fights with some of the characters. People get dressed up in characters, and there was some.
Oh, they're hysterical.
And she starts interviewing them, and they're like, "You can't just shove a camera in my face." And I'm in SAG and AFTRA, and that should have been the end of it. But Sunda can't let that go. You had to start making fun of them.
Listen, she was in SAG, AFTRA, and in a friggin' loony bin. All right, she was
So
out
she
of her mind.
been,
She
yeah.
was definitely out of her mind. And you're not gonna believe this. This is the craziest thing. I get into it with a particular guy.
Character?
And yeah, character.
Okay.
And I feel myself being lifted, and I said, "Wow, James has strength." And it was the producer
It
who
was Ray, our
literally
producer,
lifted me and brought me away from
He's a
that.
strong man. I'm not. If
Because
I
you gotta
lifted,
fight.
I'm hernia prone. I am. I'm hernia prone, and if I lifted Sunda, forget about it.
You know
I mean,
what?
I'd win out
we
sick.
forgot to mention out sick that you had a hernia operation last year.
No, that was a couple of years ago. I had the hernia operation.
Right. So what do you want now? C-section?
But I just want to
Let's
say,
go back to
on
that.
Hollywood Boulevard, see, you're always trying to get me into fights.
I
And
want to see some action.
there's a history of it. You antagonize people, you provoke people, and then big people, and they're strong people, and then you yell, "James, kick his ass."
That's right. That's because I'm from Jersey, and that's what you're supposed
But
to be
you
doing.
started the fight.
Dude, you're the
She starts the
situation.
fight. I'm not the situation, okay? I am the opposite of the situation.
What are you,
okay?
the unsituation?
I'm the unsituation.
You're like the
I'm the non-situation. I'm the uncola.
non-situation.
Yes.
You're like, James, you have to man up, all right? You see a damsel in distress, you get up there and you say, listen, you don't do anything to her. You back off. You get right in their face and go, back off.
If I'm not here next week, okay, it's because I've been killed by someone Sunda pissed off. I want you to know that.
Let me just say this, okay?
Yes.
I've been right every time. When I called the cops on that guy,
Oh my God, when you called the cops on she doesn't like the way this guy's driving. So instead of her just driving wherever she's going, she's got to start honking him and cutting him off and getting him going.
Like
and then,
a maniac
And
he's
then we
driving.
stop at a red light. We
maniac.
stop at a red light. So he gets out of his car. He's got tattoos on his head. He's got teardrops on his eyes. He's a big giant guy.
So
and
what
there
do I
she is.
tell him?
James, get out of the car.
that's what I
That's what
told
she
him.
said, James, get out of the car. Yeah.
And he goes, I'm not getting out of the car. I'm
what
not
I
getting
said.
out. And so the guy comes over and goes, you got a problem? And I'm sitting there. I go, no, I don't have a problem because I'm dialing 911. And so I call the cops and I said, listen, he's beating up his girlfriend. I gave him a story.
She starts telling the cops this.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. And then what happened was we have this huge fight, and I told him, I'm not taking you to get boxes. That's what happened. I dropped you off because I said, you're not a man. You're not a man.
No, I am a man. I'm allergic to bullets and knives.
Right,
That's what
but-
it is,
but-
okay?
but I
Benadryl
mean-
doesn't help for that.
Can I tell you, our makeup artist would have stabbed him with a tweezer. She
Yeah,
could
well,
do
'cause
it, all
she's
right?
probably as crazy as you.
Yeah, because we know how to handle ourselves. And you're like, yeah. And then we get back to the house, and what happens when you run into your friend? He says, what? You said, why were you late? What did he tell you?
Oh, we tell our friend the story, and he had seen
No,
this.
we didn't tell him the story.
We
He
didn't
goes,
tell him the
sorry, I'm late, but
I don't remember.
he goes, I just saw the cops pull over this guy.
A scary looking dude. And then we tell him the story. He's like, you wanted James to go beat him up?
Yeah, that's what I'm
exactly.
saying.
All right, well, anyway. That's all the time we got this week, right? Hopefully I'll be alive and well next week and still here.
Well, don't worry, we'll find an illness for you.
You find someone to kill me that you pick a fight with. Ow. See, she's violent. She's hitting me. She hits me all the time.
Those are love taps.
I should tell you this. I don't know what you call this kind of abuse, but
This is not abuse. This is love. This
Yeah?
is love for
Can
a
I tell
friend.
you, we went out to dinner one time, okay? And she said, take the food to go. And
Why
I said,
not?
I don't
I
want to
paid
take
for
the
it.
food to go. She said, take the food to go. I said, I don't want to take it to go. She said, take it to go. Fine, we get it to go. We're out for the valet. I said, you know what? We took the food to go. I didn't want to hear you carry it. And you know what she did? She went, poof. She punched me right in the face because I
You
said,
know
here,
why?
you carry
He
it.
didn't want to carry it. Yeah, but I
That's
paid
crazy.
for it. I paid for it. Just hold it till
You
I
don't
get my
punch
money.
somebody, though. You have to have other ways to communicate with
punch
people.
you, I just-
You punched me right in the face.
Oh, James, that was not a punch. You want a punch?
No, but my glasses got all crooked and
You want
everything.
a punch? Why don't you tell the people of how the food fell down and how everybody's looking at us?
I don't remember that part. But anyway,
When you come back next time, we'll tell you what you called me a name outside the Laugh Factory one night.
we'll get to that next week. All right.
All right.
See you soon. Good night. We'll see you next
Thank
week.
you.
All right.